Hi, this is Lori.
And this is Peter.
We're with Heroes Character Rental Service doing our latest review of...
Widows.
Widows.
Oh, widow.
Widow or widows? It's widows.
It's widows, okay.
Because it is.
Yeah, because it is plural.
Yeah,
okay.
It's multiple widows in this movie. Okay. I'm going to sit up a little more.
Okay.
So this movie stars Viola Davis. Who else is there? There's a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah, there's Liam
Neeson.
And
Viola Davis, Liam Neeson. I got a whole list. Colin Farrell, Michelle Rodriguez.
Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall is in this. I forgot to write it down. And guy I'm happy to see, Brian Tyree Henry again. This is the second movie I've seen him in here for this year. And Daniel Kaluuya, I should say.
And what's my girl's name in there?
Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo.
And one I want to point out, Lukas Haas, who I don't think I've recognized him since he's a child actor. And I was watching him in this movie. He popped up. I was like, is that? So I didn't know what he looked like as an adult. It was him. He's in this movie, and he was in the movie. He was in way back in the 80s in the movie Witness with Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay.
He was the kid in that movie, and there was another movie called The Lady in White I remember seeing that kind of disappeared, and he disappeared as seeing. But actually, not to get off on Lukas Haas, he's been working all the time. Anyway, we watched Widows, and this is a movie about a bunch of women who are married to criminals who have a failed bank heist, and they all get killed. And not a bank heist, a failed heist.
Yeah, well, there's actually 4 widows.
There's 4. Where's Shane? Shane, where are you? Where's the skate in? So there's 4 widows in the car. Everybody's getting home from work, and
so there's 4 widows. There are 4 criminals who
it's a gang. Right.
4 gang members who go to rob another actually bad guy or villain of his money. They were to take $2 million.
Yeah, actually they robbed Brian Tyree Henry's character, who's playing. He's a crime boss who's trying to get elected alderman of part of Chicago.
Right.
And his opponent is Colin Farrell. I mean, this movie is about a bunch of different characters whose lives are intertwined. And actually, so there's a lot to follow, a lot of characters to follow, but this movie does a really good job of keeping you on point and following everything so you understand what's going on.
And doing it without a lot of dialogue, without a lot of let me remind you this, that, and the other. Yeah. The movie flows really well. I like what the director did with this movie, and the director is
Steve McQueen.
Can't be Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen is dead, and Steve McQueen is a white guy.
Yeah, not to be confused with the white Steve McQueen. And actually, this movie opens with Steve McQueen thanking the audience for coming to see this movie and to kind of let you know, he's not the white dead Steve McQueen. He is the black British director who was nominated, or did he win? I don't know. He did 12 Years a Slave, and that did win some Academy Awards. So he's a really good filmmaker. And one of the things I noticed, like the beginning of this movie, they're escaping from the heist job that they just pulled, the criminal guys. Oh, yes!
Hey, did you pay the electric bill?
Did you pay the light bill? Man, I got to go turn on the lights because Venom is not here. Oh, this is just, this is high quality productions here, which we do intentionally. So they just pulled the heist, and they're fleeing from the scene, and the cops are chasing after them. And one of the things that I really loved about this scene, you're seeing it from their perspective, looking out of their escape van and there's a whole action scene in the car crashes and the being chased and being shot at. So it's almost like they're being shot at and being chased and watching them. And I thought that was really unique way to do that.
I thought the director did did a very good job of deciding where the points was going to be, and he did a nice POV right there.
Yeah.
So really like this film. Like I said, it moves along, but there are some backflashes where they say, "Oh."
Yeah, they give you a little flashbacks to give you a little bit of the story. And one thing you mentioned, like, this story does a good thing of revealing the story in moments, it not giving you a lot of information, but just enough so you get an idea of who the people are as characters, what's going on in their lives, how how it's all going to tie together. And I love movies like that. They don't, it's not a whole lot of exposition or anything like that.
Yeah, but what I really liked about this movie is that it told you a story, and you're going along with that story, and you're saying, okay, this is great, and you are in the story, you are in the movie, and then it says, okay, stop a second. You see this that just happened? Let's back up a little bit so that you can find out what this person is about. And it did that in several different times, but
just little flashback things that kind of gave you a little more revelation about what was going on and who the people were. So yeah, I felt this is a really grown up movie. Not a really grown up movie, but in terms of, I don't know if this will be a huge success with a wide audience, because it doesn't have those big, the typical kind of like gotcha moments like you expect from this kind of movie. It's like when somebody gets their comeuppance or something like that, and you're like, aha, finally, and you're with the hero and that, cheering them on. I mean, this movie is more interested in showing people, the women's actually reactions and for finding themselves in the situations that happen once their husbands die, what kind of lives their husbands were leading without their knowledge, and just being left kind of really in a horrible situations because of them. Right. Yeah.
Right. So if you go see this movie, and I hope you do, it's really a powerful movie.
Put your grown-up pants on.
Put your grown-up pants on. And hopefully there isn't a lot of talking in the theater.
Yeah.
Because there can be times that you would talk back to the screen, but you just
stop. This is a movie you want to take the time and listen. It takes its time to tell the story and to reveal its characters to you. So you want to take your time and watch it, because it really pays off in the end. This is a really good movie. At the end, it becomes a really good movie.
Yes.
A very good movie, but I'm not quite great, I would say. But I really like this movie, and it's I
liked it. I like that you even said, right after the movie, you said, wow, this is a grown-up movie.
Yeah, it's a grown-up movie. Yeah. It's a movie for grown-ups.
So, teenagers, I don't think it's a great teenage movie.
No.
I don't think it's a great, maybe 18, 20, 22-year-old movie.
Yeah.
It's not a very great
I think they might find it be bored with it, and not really kind of understand some of the deeper stuff that's going on. And yeah, I mean the men in this movie, you guys are some duplicitous bastards, basically. And the movie does a great job, very subtly showing that. But everybody in this movie has a public face and a private face that's not quite as nice.
Right.
Basically.
And for those of you who are not sure what Lori just said, when you're around your friends, guys and girls, when you're around your friends, you talk and you speak in a certain way. When you're around your spouse, you talk and speak in a certain way. When you're around your kids, you talk and speak in a certain way. So, and when you're at work, you talk and speak in a certain way. And this movie does a very good job of saying, here's how this is separated. And so you have your public life where people are running for public office and they're saying certain things and being a certain way.
Yeah. And they're a certain person to the public, but who they really are gets revealed. You're just
and this movie is very powerful in that it says, here you go and here you go, and it doesn't slack off for anybody.
No, it doesn't.
It tells everybody, and everybody is who they are. So.
I also, I didn't mention Elizabet Debiki. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was really good. She was the tall blonde who was one of the widows.
Yeah.
She was really good. Viola Davis, Cynthia Erivo, Michelle Wright. They made a good core team. And, I mean, this is Viola Davis's movie, though.
Right, but you know what? Separately, they each told their own story.
Right.
Or their own story was told. And when you look at it, you kind of go, wow, really? This is how this is going to be? And then they have a story together. And then they're going to have a story later. So it is, oh my goodness, it's a really good movie. It is an adult movie.
Yeah.
When I say that, I don't mean people are jumping around having sex or anything like that.
It's a mature movie.
It's a very mature movie.
For mature, not elderly, but mature.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it doesn't go slow, so it doesn't think
it's well paced.
It's well paced movie. It doesn't say, "Here, let me hold your hand so I can guide you through this movie." You're an adult. You just go watch it. Great movie.
Yeah. It takes its time to let the characters have their emotional moments, which is what I really appreciated.
Right. And the thing is, what I really appreciate about this movie too, in that as it takes its time, it's not slow.
Yeah.
It takes its time, but it's not slow.
It gives them their moments, and much deserved moments for what they've been through.
Right.
So.
But they don't linger. They just said, okay.
Okay.
And so
big screen, TV, what do you think?
I do think that it is, you can watch it either way.
Yeah.
And really enjoy it because there's enough drama in it for a small screen. But I think there are some good explosion stuff in there, and some other actions that you do want to see on a big screen. So please go.
So if you want to see it, if you want to see a good movie that takes itself seriously, this is a movie to go to. If you're looking for something lightweight and fun, this is not your movie there.
Right.
So grown-ups, go check it out in movie theaters.
Definitely go check it out.
All right. We out.
We out.
We got a heist to pull. Bye.